And let's not forget about Bethesda because they also had some stuff to announce this weekend at E3 2019. My friend, what were some of the interesting aspects about what went on when it comes to Bethesda? I know they had a couple new projects that are coming up in Ghostwire Tokyo and also as well Deathloop, which got some of the attention, plus also as well some other mobile things when it comes to Commander Keen. The Elder Scrolls Online had some stuff to announce. The Elder Scrolls Blaze is coming. The Elder Scrolls Blaze is coming to Nintendo Switch. Some good stuff. Also as well, new DLC for Fallout 76, which again, you had another developer admitting mistakes because of the failure of Fallout 76 when it came out last year. To me, this was not the time or place to do that. I think they should not have gone out of their way. That's just admitting failure out there in front of a large audience, and I'm not sure you really want to go ahead and do that to sell your game. But again, I digress on that. Wolfenstein Youngblood looks really good. I'm really interested to play that. They showed more. They showed more off on that, but outside of that, Doom Eternal, they showed more. They showed more gameplay from that and announced that it's coming just before Black Friday on November 22 of this year. So I want to hear your thoughts, man. Were you impressed by anything the Bethesda conference put out there, or do you think they're also in, or do you think they're in a waiting mode for next year as well?
Oh, they're definitely in a waiting mode. But because he talked about it, right? They're hard at work on their next gen games, Starfield, Elder Scrolls 6, whatever the title's going to end up being. I do want to hit the apology though, right? Because Todd Howard is they've always been known for cracking jokes, right? Bethesda, Todd Howard always comes out on stage, makes fun of something, even himself most of the time. So they have him coming out and opening up with that joke about Fallout 76, and that was funny to me. And he not only, but they were cool about it. And then that just goes to show you, like, Bethesda fans, they stick with it though. Like, Bethesda does listen to what the fans want and they give them that stuff. So their fans are a lot more forgiving than like BioWare, EA fans. So and on top of that, they're offering them free stuff, right? You get to play the game for free for so many days. I was hoping to hear hey, because we messed this up, Fallout 76 is now free to play. That was the announcement I was hoping for, but we did not get that. Uh, I don't know. It's still not enough, even with the the announcement of the battle royale mode for Fallout 76. It's still not. That was not something that people I think really wanted, but Elder Scrolls Online elsewhere. I have no interest in the mobile games they were talking about. The Blades looks okay. It's coming to Nintendo Switch. I did want to ask you, with Blades, even on Switch, is there enough content in this game to make casual gamers invest, in your opinion?
Only if it was free to play.
Is it not free to? No, it's free to play, right? I'm
Oh,
pretty
okay.
sure
Okay.
Blades is free to play.
Then download it all you want, my friend, and Elder Scrolls bugs away. If that's the case, and it's something that and if it's that the case, something that a lot of people will enjoy. If it's free to play, by all means, go ahead and download all those beloved Bethesda bugs onto your Nintendo Switch. I will do it.
Yeah, yeah, of course. But I mean, the game is such a small scope, though. It's like you have your one town that you build up things and relationships and stuff like that. But from what I understand, the world is not exactly that big. And I get it's a mobile game, but I feel like there would need to be more content for me to truly invest in something like this, even on Nintendo Switch and even at a free price. Uh, Doom Eternal looks fantastic. We got a November 22nd release date. It feels more story oriented, and the game takes you to heaven and hell. So, what do you think of this possibility that there's more mythology being added to the Doom franchises after years and years of guitar playing and bloody explosions?
Can't hurt to have more Doom. You know what? If they just go ahead and keep it simple, like we've always talked about with a lot of other franchises and entertainment options, they just keep it simple because that's what Doom is all about. If they just keep it simple, they're doing themselves just fine. Because the last Doom that came out was really a solid hit for them, really very good critical response. And if they keep it in that same along those same lines, they'll be doing still just fine. they'll have a nice hit that comes out just before the Black Friday shopping season. So that was something I'm really interested in seeing if it actually will be a big hit for Bethesda. I'm hoping it will be, that will erase the bad taste in my mouth that Fallout 76 provided for us. All jokes aside.
Yeah, yeah, I hope so too. And the other Wolfenstein looks great, and I love the fact that they said they're not done with the Blazkowicz story, right? So this is kind of a jump forward in time, and they're still going to go back and hit BJ's story later on. If
Oh yeah,
anyone,
absolutely. And it sets itself up for that, even with the daughters. So you see the daughters are going to go ahead and sometime be a force with the father going ahead and complete that story arc, because Wolfenstein 2 for me, I just finished it and it was a great experience from beginning to end. And I look forward to everything that Bethesda is going to be putting out when it comes to the Wolfenstein franchise.
yeah, yeah, exactly. It's a great game. Like it gives you a lot of social context to think about too while you're playing it, which is good. Um, Other than that, like I'm kind of weary of new franchises from Bethesda publishing, especially the Ghostwire looks cool. Is it a knockoff of Control? We didn't really get to see much of what the gameplay is
But that
from.
one's the make from but that one's from the makers of the Evil Within.
Yeah, yeah, right, right, and they're a company we haven't. We were expecting another Evil Within, right? But this looks cool. I mean, you saw the cinematic rendering, right? It's all in 4K and it looks real. Like the colors, the shadings, all there. Like it looks really cool. I didn't watch the other ones, so you might have to speak for me on that.
Yeah, and like I said, the other one that came about as far as Death Loop looks okay, but it doesn't look anything at this point in time something that a lot of people are going to get truly excited about. So we'll have to wait and see. That's from I think Arcane Studios, the makers of the Arcane Studios. So they've got a history of really good games. So I'm going to go ahead and keep the faith when it comes to them just a little bit, not too much. I'm still very wary that they could produce a game just like everybody else from time to time that doesn't meet the standards. So I'm interested to see what they've got coming up when it comes to Deathloop, but I'm not holding my chances too high on any game coming out like that unless I see it first in extensive detail in regards to some really good gameplay footage or some really great narrative, some great narrative experiences that I can go ahead and make my way through when I go ahead, hopefully at some point in time, and play Deathloop or, like you said, Ghostwire Tokyo or anything coming out by Bethesda.